Hey everybody. So yeah, yesterday, we sort of had to change directions a little bit on the way the the tabs are accessing the data because I can't believe I'd forgotten this, but yeah, if you turn these into links and then you click off of the if you click on the link, then it works just fine. But if you and it was changing to a different tab and doing its thing, but if you clicked like over here, the tab would change, but the routing wasn't changing. And it's funny because like when you get assigned a task like this at a job, right? And you're like working on it and you just kind of sit down and you're just quietly grinding through all these little issues and then you do it and then you're done, right? Like 4 hours passes and you look up and everything's working the way you want and then you don't really remember all the little innuendo, all the little changes that you kind of had to deal with along the way. And then what happens is, like as a senior developer or something, people are like, "Oh, well, tell the junior developer what they need to do," and you don't remember all those little things. And then like I don't know, I think they get the impression that you're kind of being a wily old guy trying to protect your ground or whatever, but you really aren't. You just don't remember all the little things. There's just a million little things that have to be done. But anyways, this tabbing, we do now have a reference to it, and it's called tab group. And so, and the tab group does exist. Um, I believe we can in the constructor. I believe we can say tab group dot um, selected index change. So I believe what this will do is this will return a uh, okay, so this will return an event. And so I don't think we have to. Um, okay, so this is one way we could do that. I believe we could do this and then dot catch dot no. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, so what we want to do. Sorry, there's I was on one frame of mind, but I think what we want to do is over here. We want to say what was it? Selected index change. So we want to use the binding and tab change. And what's nice about this is then we don't even have to worry about timing events or anything. Um, but if the user changes the tab, then um, okay, then what we'll do, and then we'll say $event. I don't even know what this event is, but we'll just go ahead and go with it for now. And then we'll make a function. And my favorite trick is we'll just do an event and we'll just make it any for the moment. And this won't return anything, so we'll make it a void there. And so basically, we're going to have this happen. Alert. So okay, so there's a couple things you can do. Okay, I'm going to make this a console log. Basically, um, the task at hand, at this moment, is what do I put in here? I don't know. You can go through the documentation and figure it out. Um, Probably wouldn't be that hard. Something is weird. So yeah, I hate these issues. Okay, so it's upset that I set that value to 2 um, up here. And what this is saying is that the selected value was 0 and then it got changed to 2 before we could draw anything. And that is, remember when we had the alert yesterday, it would pop up and the thing didn't value. That's what it's telling you is, hey, I couldn't set it to 0. You asked me to, the default was 0, but I couldn't set it there. And now you're having me change it to 2, and I never did get a chance to set it to 0, which is a bizarre error, right? Like I don't understand, and I believe that this error will go away. Like this won't even be an error in the future, um, because it doesn't really mean anything. It's like, so what? So what if that was your default, or so what if it was 0 before and now it's 2? Just show what it is now. Um, but and then if I believe what you can just do is you can literally do, and everyone hates this answer. I mean this thing, but let's see. What is it? Set timeout. And just pass it this function that does this. And then 0. I believe that will make the error go away. Well, maybe not. Let's try. Now I'm curious. 100. And what's funny is I'm not even going to use this code. I'm just like trying to figure this out. Okay, that's weird. Okay, what if I don't ever set it? So it's very upset that we're setting it, and doesn't even seem to care if we wait a second. Let's see, Control Shift I. Why am I not? I must be in the. It still gets upset. That's really strange. I don't really understand that. Previous was 0, current value is 2, expression find more. If no changes mode. So this is weird. I guess the default is no changes. I don't know why I'd want it to be no changes mode. But I don't know. I really don't know what's going on there. I think I'm going to not worry about it at the moment. It goes away. We'll see if we run into that problem area later. Now, those are the sort of issues that you really do want to fix. If you know, like, that's not actually an issue for me. It might end up being an issue for me when we start doing the reload, but maybe not. So anyways, what I wanted to do, what we were trying to do is figure out what the typing of that is, because we really don't want that to be any. So let's change that. Okay, now that's weird, because we're not even changing. We are making no changes to it. It's just throwing this error. Apparently all it gives is the number on the timeout. So we know that now. Now let's see what happens. Is this because I set this selected index? Because I don't remember having this issue yesterday. Wow. Get that. And we aren't even doing any code. I don't think this is going to have any. So this is all of our code right here is in the constructor. We don't have, well, we have this task change thing, but we're not even. Okay. I don't really know. Okay, so let's go ahead and. I don't even know what to do now. Comment this out and comment this out. Let's see if we have the problem. Yeah. We're just getting this problem and we're not even doing anything. I mean, literally just have the. all we have is the, let's go ahead and put that back. All we have is, even with just the basic code, let's see, at throw error if no changes mode. Binding updated. Okay, so I'm just going to do a regular Google search first to see. Stack Overflow. See, it's kind of weird because this one is not even, like, I don't even know where they got Control F, Control V. Yeah, why did that even show up in that search? This is so strange because I'm not seeing, like, I'm seeing these errors and then, but like, none of the results have anything to do with with the actual message that I sent out. See, I said throws if no changes mode, but because I want to know specifically, not in general, what's going on. Okay. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Okay, so I'm definitely not doing the first one. So, okay, so it's consistently complaining about things being over there. I wonder if, okay, so am I even using this tab group anymore at the moment? No. Okay, so what if I comment that out? I wonder if the problem goes away. Used to be that like a issue like this used to like really just bring terror to me. Oops. But now I actually look forward to things like that because these really are opportunities to learn more stuff. So this is not. So that is not having anything to do with it. Child. And all this has to do with that. I'm not, well, I am doing the console. I'm doing that, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. Man. I'm just going to try to get as small as I can get. So if I get rid of this stuff and I get rid of the router outlet. Okay, so now the problem is no longer an issue. So what the heck? Oh, I wonder if it's that. Oh. This thing seems to be, I wonder if this is what's bothering it. This has got to be what's bothering it. Yeah, that was what was bothering it. And like I said, when you it, these things, when something like this happens, you got to find a way to kind of make you happy, because this is what growing feels like. And if you want to get better, you're going to have to grow. And now, what we have learned the hard way is that if you put this tab selected image index in here, you're going to see that error, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So you probably don't want to do that, and it was only there for funsies. We weren't even really, I just wanted to show an example of how to use this reference variable. And then when you figure it out, like, it is just one of the best fillings. Like, that is kind of the whole darn point. Or that's why a lot of people code, is for the filling that you get when you figure something like that out. Is just awesome. I have literally, like, worked with other developers, and like we're like, after we had kind of, like, if me and a guy, we're working together, and we finally gone through a bunch of stuff and figured something out, and like, we are like best friends for like 2 days after we figure something like that out together. Like, the bonding expect, or like, like, just with a girl, where, like, you know she is just so infatuated after you guys sit down and figure something like that out together, and all that. And it's just like one of those things where it's just a really good feeling. And then if you get to share it with another person, it's a really, really good feeling. But yeah, so basically, simply stated, yeah, if you try to use this reference with this mat tab group, and you try to use this thing, it's going to give you an error. It's going to get upset. It's going to get upset that it changed without you telling it that it changed. That, like, for some reason it thought you were using the wrong number. Now, I don't know what I've screwed up in for this, and I do know. Let's see. Yeah, so the console event, and we still know it's a number, and we get the event. And so basically what we're going to need to do is update the URL with the location based on the tab that we get. And neither Google searches nor ChatGPT did us a damn bit of good on that one. So basically, I don't think with that location service, let's see. Oh, looks like we can go. Okay. So change the URL in the browser with the location service. So the answer is yes, and yeah, it looks like we can just say dot go. Let's just say apparently we have to, oh wait. This will be interesting because it may actually reload the whole screen, which is not what we want. We may actually want something like that, router.navigate, and we'll have to pull in the router. But let's just try this to begin with. Let's see, I don't even remember our routes. I think it's /discrete. Oh, with discrete is where we're at, /continuous. Now, like I said, we may end up with like a full browser reload. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. So that actually worked. And it didn't cause like a full browser reload. So let me, just for fun, make this API. and then we're going to have to basically add some logic in here to tell it based on which one of these is clicked, which one of these URLs to go to. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's real nice. So that works. And then so what we're going to do is the next week I will add like a switch statement or an if then statement, probably a switch statement because I want to get a little bit more comfortable with the switch statement. Like a switch statement that just says if event number one go to API location, otherwise if it's 0 then go to discrete, and that'll just control this. And then we still have to figure out the when you roll. See, we're back to like when you rotate, and I think it's just because we got rid of all of that stuff. Did we? Yeah. Whenever the URL location change listener fires, and I don't even know. I'm actually very curious about that too. I really should end this video, but I'm just curious now. Cha-cha-cha changes. It's a good Beatles song. Okay, so we actually do get that. So I'm curious what the index is. Tab group. Man. So I just don't even, okay, so it's 0. Okay, so basically at this point, yeah, see, we want, and then just while we're here, oh, let's just go URL. Okay, see, so this is good. This matches up, right? It's the URL is 2, and the tab was continuous, and oh, that's because I'm automatically setting it to API, hard coding it. So reload discrete. Okay, so we're at discrete and 0, and that's good. But like if we go here, we're at 2, but we should be continuous, and that's only because it's hard coding down there. But it would be right if we sent it to the right place. Had we set this to the right place, then that it would be like if we had sent it to continuous, this would all be synced up. So, but then like if we're at continuous, right, and then we, oh, what did I do wrong? Continuous. I don't even know what I'm. Okay, so if we hit reload, this is an example where it's wrong. If I hit reload, it's API and 0. So then I should set the tab rights. And I think that will, if we finish up that code, we have 2 areas of code. Here we need to update the register listener to update the tab if they're out of sync. And then we need to send this to the right place if they click on here. And then I think all the tabbing stuff will be all squared away. This was a long video, I'm sure of it. Yeah, 24 minutes. There was a huge learning thing there, basically sometimes I guess using the, I'm sure that's a bug on Angular side like that. I do not think that that's the intention, that if you use a if all you're doing is printing out the index from a variable like that, a template variable, if all you're doing is printing a property of it out, it should not throw an expression changed error. I'm confident that that is a bug that, is probably, not not what the people in Material want to happen, and it's probably making some poor bastard's life miserable. I'm glad I'm not that person that has to try to figure that out, and fix it in such a way that it doesn't break any of the implementations that all of us crazy developers have come up with out there. But anyways, hey, that was a great video. I'm really glad. That is kind of why I do this stuff, is to try to learn stuff and try to kind of get into like kind of the stuff that I do in muscle memory, but not necessarily in that I don't consciously know I'm doing. I just have gotten the muscle memory. So, anyways, happy coding, everybody. Thanks and bye.